At the beginning of the film we will see Jason Voorhees, who is sleeping in the middle of the forest. Jason had been asleep for a long time, without knowing what had happened to him. Not long after, a woman's voice was heard calling him, and Jason immediately woke up from his sleep.
Jason!
The woman who called him turned out to be his mother, Pamela Voorhees. Pamela died long ago, but Jason still often hears his mother's voice. Jason also always follows Pamela's words, because he really loves his mother. Pamela then told Jason that Jason had to commit murder for his mother. Jason had done that often before, and now he was told to do it again. Before committing the murder, Jason first wore a hockey mask. He also took his favorite weapon, the machete, and then immediately went to look for the person he wanted to kill. After that, the scene moves to a policeman named Pablo, who gets orders about moving a prisoner. The convicts who will be transferred are not ordinary convicts. He is Michael Myers, the serial killer who is feared by many people. Because he knew he was very strong and his behavior was also very evil, Pablo wasn't just told to move him. Pablo was also told to kill Michael, and then throw his body in the middle of the forest. With the help of two friends, Pablo then picked up Michael. Before taking him away, Pablo told him a little about Michael. He said Michael had just been arrested yesterday, and because Michael was very dangerous, Michael had to be killed immediately. Just like the previous films, Michael's real face is not shown. Only Michael's eyes were visible, which made anyone afraid when they saw them. Michael was then told to put on his mask, which was a Halloween mask. Without Pablo realizing it, he had made a big mistake. The mask is the source of Michael's strength. Michael will be weak if he doesn't wear the mask, and he will be strong when he wears the mask.
Put on the mask, Michael. I know you want to.
Long story short, they arrived at the place where Michael was going to be killed. There they were waiting for Eric, the person who would execute Michael. Pablo then took out a file on Laurie Strode, the woman Michael had been looking for. After seeing the file, Eric said that Michael would not find Laurie. The reason is because Michael will soon be killed. When Eric told Michael to say the last words, Michael suddenly attacked them. He beat them all, until they fell on the ground. Michael was also stabbed with a knife, but Michael's strength was very strong. Not only did he beat them, Michael also killed them very sadistically. Some were killed by having their heads pushed into cars, some had their necks broken, and there was also his head stomped until it shattered. Only Eric survived Michael's attack, but only briefly. When Eric ran into the forest, he was surprised by the appearance of Jason. Seeing someone in front of him, Jason immediately killed Eric sadistically. Using a machete, Jason injured Eric's face and then stabbed him in the stomach. The incident was seen by Michael, who looked angry that his victim had been taken by Jason. Because of this, Michael then immediately attacked Jason. Michael and Jason fought 3 times. In the first fight, they each brought out their respective strengths. Jason attacked Michael with a machete. Michael responded by injuring Jason with his knife. After a terrible fight, Jason managed to win this fight. He stepped on Michael's head several times, then hit Michael's head against a tree, and Jason also injured Michael's face until his mask was damaged. Michael, who was now unconscious, was dragged by Jason to a warehouse not far from there. Michael was then put outside, while Jason took a rope to tie Michael up. When Jason came back, Jason saw that Michael was gone. Michael suddenly appeared from behind, attacking Jason using an axe. They then fought a second time, and this fight was just as terrible as the previous one. If previously Jason had won, this time it was Michael who managed to beat Jason. Jason actually won first. He managed to grab Michael's axe and then axed Michael several times. But Michael then managed to fight back by punching Jason in the face repeatedly. Not only hitting with his hands, Michael also stepped on Jason's head until Jason couldn't fight back. Until finally Jason was defeated, after Michael attacked Jason's head using rope. Not long after, the warehouse owner arrived with his two sons. They looked confused about Michael and Jason. Carrying shotguns, pistols and heavy hitters, they carefully approached Michael. They told Michael to leave, but Michael just remained silent while staring at them. They then shot Michael, but Michael did not suffer any injuries. Because the sound of the gunshot was quite loud, Jason suddenly woke up again. If it was Michael and Jason fights, this time they help each other kill the 3 people. Jason kills 2 people while Michael is only 1. One is beaten until their faces were destroyed, and then stabbed in the stomach. There are also shoulders axed, and the last one was killed by having his neck slashed. After killing the 3 people, they fight again for the 3rd time. Starting with Jason trying to slash Michael with his machete. But instead of succeeding, the machete actually hit him. Michael then took the machete and immediately stabbed it into Jason's chest. A large amount of blood immediately came out of Jason's body. Not just stabbing, Michael also hit Jason on the head with the hammer. Only one blow hit Jason, because after that Michael was continuously hit by Jason. Jason fights back by pulling out his machete, and then does this to Michael. After that Jason threw Michael out of the warehouse, and then slashed Michael's wrist. After his wrist was slashed, Michael had struggled to fight Jason. Because of this, Jason had no more difficulty beating Michael. Jason defeats Michael by stabbing him in the stomach and back. This also ended their fight, which was very exciting and terrifying. Not long after, Pamela's voice was heard, saying she was proud of what Jason had done. She told Jason to go home and take a long rest. Jason, who thought Michael was dead, just left Michael there. Jason also didn't take his machete, which was not far from Michael. Without Jason realizing it, Michael was still alive while walking from behind. He also brought Jason's machete, and it looks like they will fight again.